Hi, it's Ardith, and today I'm making a fun no-edge shaker card with some new products from Essentials by Ellen, available now. I'm starting by stamping my sentiment using two of the new stamp sets. The first one is Totally Random Sayings Volume 2. Just so you know, one of the sentiments is on the sheet upside down. It says Marvelous. The other set is Mondo Sakura. Both sets have these all-caps sentiment words that come with beautiful scripty additions to give you more flexibility in what you say. I decided to make a colorful thank you message for a friend, using both the all caps and script sentiments. I've seen cards like these in the stores. From a distance, the big words give a message, but when you get closer, there's more than meets the eye. I'm using the hello from Mondo Sakura and great, best, and friend from Totally Random Sayings. I inked up each word separately using vibrant colors from Catherine Pooler's inks: Tiki Torch, Party Dress, Fiesta Blue, and Lime Rickey. I lined them up on the right-hand side of my panel. Precision is pretty important here. You want them to be straight and evenly spaced. When I finished the bigger words, I chose 3 of the smaller sentiments from Totally Random Sayings and placed them in between the larger colored words. Because of the script font, they are a little more forgiving when it comes to placement. I inked them all at once using Midnight ink. I love how they overlap the solid letters in places. Next, I'm going to use letters from the new classic block alphabet dies to create my shaker openings. I want this to be a thank you card, so I'm choosing THANKS. I use the grid lines on my work surface to line them up straight. I know that this word will take up most of my panel, so I try to keep the letters as close as possible. Once I have the letters where I want them, I use a strip of Post-it tape to pick them all up. I make sure that my panel is straight and I line up the thanks. Because of the tape, the letters won't move when I run the panel through my Big Shot. Now I carefully and slowly peel the tape back to minimize the chance of the panel ripping. I'm especially careful near the edges of the panel. And here's the panel. This will be the front of our shaker. Off screen, I die cut the panel with a pierced rectangle die. This means that the edges of the word are very close to the edges of the panel, and it will be very tricky to use foam tape to create the shaker walls. So I'm going to make my no-edge shaker by creating the walls with acetate. I start with a strip of acetate that is too long for my 5-inch panel. About 1.5 inches from one end, I score 2 lines, 1/8 of an inch apart. I fold them both the same way so that there is a wall formed. When you use the bone folder, the acetate will easily fold at the place you want it to. I carefully measure where the other edge should be and score 2 more lines and fold that end up. I adhere the acetate onto the back of my stamp panel with the 2 flaps sticking up. And then I apply foam tape. I've used a double layer of foam tape to ensure that the sequins will have enough room to move around freely. I place foam tape close to the top and bottom of the die-cut thanks, and this will form the channel that the sequins will sit in. I add enough foam tape to the rest of the panel to make sure that it will be properly supported, and now I'm ready to put in my sequins. I fill the channel with sparkling clear sequins from Pretty Pink Posh, and I remove the release tape. And now I close in the shaker by placing a slightly smaller panel of cardstock over top, making sure that the flaps of acetate stay outside of the whole thing. I glue down the acetate flaps, and now those sequins are secure inside the shaker. The whole card front can now be adhered to the card base. And here's the card. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.